Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One down. Here is Gleyber Torres. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. And there's a foul ball. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Up and in, now 1-2.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
One down, base is empty. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Bounced up the middle. Throws to first in time. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. 2 down, base is empty. Anthony Santander at the plate. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Hoskins, and it's a 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first, and now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Here's Ketel Marte. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Wastes no time there. Doubled into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Babe Ruth, the next to hit. Up the middle. And the inning is over. Second inning set. To go. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. Skeens back to work. Swing and a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
That's to third, and that chance handled. Feeds to second, out there on to Hoskins. Double play. Now Kyle Teel.
The 5-4-3 double play is a gem in baseball, and how can you not appreciate the skill and practice it takes to make this look so easy? Great work by the infield.
Base knock center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ruth sizing this one up, and that is that. Back at Globe Life Field, Rhys Hoskins to the plate. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
One's the count.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
I got a ball, 1 strike. 2 balls.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs. And now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Late on that fastball. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's down and in. High fly ball out towards left center. Abreu on the move. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back in Arlington, top half of the 3rd inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Stephen Kwan at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And here is number 6. Ruth sizes this one up. Hauls it in. And there's 2 away. Here's Gleyber Torres. Grounded out his first time. On the ground to third. Off balance throw in time. And Gleyber Torres retired. 3rd out. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Outside low. And it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's too low. Now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So now it's Corey Seager. There goes the runner.
Ball 1.
Roll save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He's trying for third. Strike in there. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. A bunt, and it's popped up. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Now the third baseman, Jose Bautista. Grounded out his first time up. Strike 1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity.
Hold on. He's coming home. There's a ball out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home. As we go to the top of the 4th, stepping in, Anthony Santander. Swung on, belted. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. He'll circle the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Conforto, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, out towards left center, and there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that will drop foul. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Hit on the ground to short. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Kyle Teal will hit next. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going, gone. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-0. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Bobby Abreu. In the air, left field. Makes the grab, 2 down. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And that keeps the inning alive.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that inning.
Ellie on his way to second. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, here's the third baseman, Jose Bautista. That clips the corner.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab, 1 away. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Babe Ruth. Ripped to short. fires to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Hoskins at the plate now as he chases after that one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
To first, but it pulls him off the bag. 2 outs, runner at first. And next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Alvarez goes 6 feet 5 inches, 27 years old. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Back at Globe Life Field, here's the second baseman, number 6. Skeens back to work. In the air, center field. And there's one away. Here's Gleyber Torres, has grounded out a couple of times. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. And there's 2 away. And now the first baseman, Anthony Santander. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
Good job to fight that one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. First pitch just misses.
You know, this group of hitters need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one the other way, puts it away for the out. Now it's the second baseman.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swings through that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fly ball to right. Conforto coming on. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. On the ground out to short. On the run, throw to first. And he'll be safe at first. So the batting order turns over. And here's Corey Seager to hit. Fly to left his first time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Crow Armstrong off of first with 2 away. Cooper keeping him close. Another move to first. And they're keeping him close. And that's disengagement number 2. 2 outs. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. No throw. He's in there safely. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Base hit coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game. So 2 down. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. fouled off down the right side. And that one is lifted in the air. And that's the inning. Back in Arlington, top 6. New pitcher now, Andrew Miller.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me. Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He shoots one out to right. It's 4-1. Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in for the out. Kyle Teal now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. And a breaking ball misses outside. One out, base is empty, and a run in. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Steps on first for the out. Bobby Abreu, the next to hit. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Third out, and that ends the frame. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Jose Bautista. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Abreu under it. Puts it away for the out. And now the right fielder, Babe Ruth. 0 for 2 in this one. And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Hoskins. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
That's outside. 2-0. Hoskins pushes it foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And that drops in for a strike. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Top of inning number 7, and now Ellie De La Cruz. Hit on the ground to short. Seager. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. So up next, Stephen Kwan. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit. Here's the second baseman. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to Hoskins, and there are 2 outs. Gleyber Torres up to hit.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
The new pitcher in the Game, Raleigh fingers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Raleigh, he's kind of a prototype. Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now Yordan Alvarez. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Rips one to right, and that's a fair ball.
Everything came together for him. Really good job keeping that one fair down the line. He let that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate travel just long enough, stayed short and quick to square it up nicely.
Digging in, Ted Simmons on the corner for a strike. 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now it's the second baseman. And that's way high. Ball 1. Lifted in the air, right field. Conforto has a beat on it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Inside. And now it's even 1-1. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here is Michael Conforto. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Wise to just eat that. Otherwise, you risk throwing it into the dugout.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Throw into third. In there safely. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. Bobby Abreu. Outfielders playing shallow. Corners are in, trying to cut down the runner at third. Bunts it back towards the pitcher. To the plate for one. And that's all they'll get. So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. And that one fouled off.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the 8th. Here comes Corey Seager. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And that is strike one. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Off the mark there. And it's 3-2. On the ground to third. Beltre. Whips it to first. And Seager is set down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ketel Marte. 1 for 3. There's a swing and a miss. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Runner on the go. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Kwan ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
That one to first. The tag, and that's out number 3. We go to the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Headed towards the corner. Ruth on the move. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Fly ball center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's the second baseman. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Yordan Alvarez getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow! Swing and a miss. Back in Arlington, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Inside at 100, and that's ball one. Inside, just missed. That one missed, now 3-0. And there's the automatic.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. Rap Dixon digging in now. Entered as a pinch runner, so this is his first plate appearance, and it comes here in the ninth. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Bryce Harper.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And that is out of play. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground, and they can roll him up for 2.
Rips that one center field. Abreu makes a nice running catch. And now the catcher comes up to him, Ted Simmons. Left field. Brings it in. Out number 2. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the second baseman, number 94. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Back there. And what a play. Ball game.
Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
4-1 the final here today for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding.
Setting in the background, what a way to set the scene. Yeah, we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you and you go. Maybe we find each other